So I'll ask these people that come up to me and they'll say, okay, what are you doing currently? And they'll say, oh yeah, we've got a qari coming to our house twice a week for 1 hour. Like, are you joking? You're sending your children to school for 6 hours, 5 days a week, right? And then you've got a qari coming to your house for 1 hour, 2 times a week, and you expect your children to memorize the Quran. Please put things into perspective. If you want your children to memorize the Quran, there has to be sacrifice. And I'm not saying your children need 6 hours a day, 5 days a week to memorize the Quran. Actually, they do, right? But they don't need that inside of a class. They need at least 2 hours, 5 days a week, if not 7 days a week. That's what they need minimum in a class. And then they also need 3 to 4 hours of memorizing and learning themselves outside of that class. That's what they need. If you want them to achieve that incredible goal of memorizing the Quran, that's what it's going to take. And there's no shortcut. Maybe if they spend a little bit less time, they can still memorize the Quran, and it's definitely possible, but it's just going to take longer, and then you're going to delay things. And as soon as they start getting into university, it's going to become very difficult. It took me 7 years to memorize the Quran. I started when I was 14. And I finished maybe 20 juz by the time I got to university. And alhamdulillah, I managed to finish while I was at university. I finished in the second year of university. But it wasn't easy. Imagine they've got all these responsibilities, the workload of university. It was extremely difficult. It wasn't easy in any way. But alhamdulillah, I managed to finish. So get your children, start your children on the Quran as early as possible. Teach them how to read the Qaida and the Quran as soon as possible with good tajweed. And then get them started on memorization as soon as possible.